Hey guys, can you hear me? Just want to make sure I'm doing this right since I don't have my IT specialist with me today. So let me know if you guys can hear me, if it's working out. Check the settings. Looks like everything's working. I can see myself. So cool. I think it's working. I think we're good. And that just might be my good thing. My good thing for today. Okay, so it's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock somewhere. And it's not Timeout Tuesday, as Jamie does, but I am going to cheers you with a glass of wine today because it's been a day, it's been a week, it's been something. So cheers if you've got a drink. If you don't, that's cool too. If you want to go get one, go get one. I'm going to take a sip of this wine. If anyone wants to know, it's, I don't know if it's anything fancy. It's called Pull. It's the first time I've ever tried this bottle before. I don't know. It's pretty good. It's a good cab. I'm a cab fan. I'm going to have a glass of wine. Did anyone do dry January? I know that's a thing some people do after the new year. Dry January. So Buddy does dry January, actually. Buddy actually does longer than dry January. He does 100 days at the beginning of the year, every year, of just no alcohol at all, which good for him. I tend to not drink as much when he does his 100 days no drinking, just because, and we don't drink a whole lot as it is. I mean, I'll maybe have a glass of wine every now and then, but I find myself not drinking when he doesn't drink either. So he's not here right now. So, and you know, whatever. That's his thing. He doesn't pressure me to do it with him, but he's always done it, and I encourage him to do that. But oh my gosh, your neighbor did it and you heard about it all January. Yeah, that's a thing. If someone does it, they're normally going to tell you about it. Buddy doesn't ever really talk about it. He just does it, and he has no problems doing it, which I'm so proud of him for that. But I'm having a glass of wine. So yeah, Buddy's not here. First, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start with good things, y'all. So every Sunday, we normally start off with good things. And if you're live with me now, put it in the comments. Tell me something good that happened to you. Please, I need to read it. I need it so bad. I need to read all the good things. Or if you're watching this back later, put it in the comments. So my good thing is pretty small, and it's that I'm surviving right now. Buddy's gone at a work conference. He does this a couple times a year. And I'm single parent mode with all of the home chores and farm chores and drop-offs and pickups and all the things you rely on your partner for, then you appreciate them more for afterwards. Yeah, I'm surviving today. And so that's my good thing. And I think it's a little underrated. Sometimes when we just survive the day, that's a great thing because it can be super overwhelming. Yeah, so that's my good thing. My good thing is also that I have a heater that works in my house because I cannot imagine those without power or those without heat. I'm grateful for the small things, like really, truly, because those are the things that are like super important to me right now. Wow, Lori, awesome that they got all the cancer. That's huge. That's amazing. You survived your eye surgery, Julia. Amazing. No snow for 5 days. Good. That's awesome, man. Okay, speaking of snow, nothing cracks me up more. And I guess I'm just laughing at other people at this point, but the videos that people share where they are like slipping and sliding on the ice trying to make it into their house or trying to exit their house, not the ones where they actually fall and like hit their heads or injure themselves like horribly. I don't like to watch those kinds of things where people are like skateboarding and like fall on concrete. I don't like that. But the struggle of watching people try to make it in, like I cry laughing watching people's videos where they exit their Uber or exit their car at their driveway and they're trying to make it up and they're doing nothing but sliding like further and further away. Those are the best videos. I will watch those videos all day long because they make me laugh. They're trying so hard and they're getting so much further away from their destination, which makes it even funnier. So I'm watching my phone because, as you might have saw on my thumbnail, it's truly Mike. I may or may not have a guest pop in. I don't know if it's going to work out. So it might just be me. And if it is, that's what it is. But yeah, so yeah, the ice slipping videos are truly my favorite. And I'm so grateful that I don't really have to deal with that much. I mean, we do get freezing rain sometimes, but we don't have that thick ice where I have to worry about someone throwing me a rope to pull myself into the house. Oh my, I could cry laughing about it right now. It's so funny. All right. So anyway, my good thing, surviving. Yeah, so he should be back in a couple days. I'm excited for that, for Buddy to come home because I miss him. I don't know if it's going to be Jamie, so I'll be transparent. I invited a bunch of people. I asked Jill if she could make it. She is at a practice with Bay, I think basketball. So she won't be able to make it. I know a lot of people were wondering if it's going to be Jill, and she had to sadly decline because she's incredibly busy. So I wanted her to come on and talk about her channel and stuff. So I also sent it out to Dustin. I don't know if he's going to see it, the message in time. But if he joins, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, so we'll see who pops in, if anyone does. But I'm about over this cold, y'all. I'm about over it. I've got my body heater sticker on. I know y'all think I'm crazy, but it was 20 degrees this morning. Jamie said it was 15 degrees in Livingston. It might have gone down that low. Here's what's sad about this temperature fluctuation. I've lost 4 chickens. And the only thing I can think of is these crazy temperatures. Like, I don't know what else. I've lost 4. There seems to be no trauma. They're just falling over dead. They've got a heat source, food and water. I don't know. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard on our livestock. It's hard on everyone down here because one day it's 15 degrees. And then if you look at our weather, it's going to be 70 degrees this week. I don't know what that noise was. I heard something. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I just don't know that. I think everyone's just having a hard time acclimating. I was going to say something. Oh, me and Alora were scrolling the other day. She was sitting next to me. Oh, we were at the dentist. We were getting our 6-month annual teeth cleaning. Ugh. Okay. I have to admit something about this. We go every 6 months. We get our teeth cleaned as recommended, right? Like professionally by the dentist, and they literally scrape the lunch out of your stomach through your mouth somehow. But I didn't know that you could request them not to do certain things. I just thought you just had to take the torture until I spoke up about 2 years ago. I was starting to get crazy anxiety about going to the dentist to have my teeth cleaned, and I didn't want to not go because I think it's important that if you have a hidden cavity or something that they need to figure it out, and get your teeth cleaned, whatever. So I started to get really like, I don't want to do this anymore. I would rather just brush my own teeth and not go there because of how painful it is when they floss my teeth. When I tell you, I feel like they're trying to reach into my brain with the floss string. Like, how far up are we going, guys, with this floss string? So finally I said, hey, look, is there any way you can just clean and even scrape and pick and whatever you got to do, but just skip the floss? Like, I will floss. I know how to floss. I'm a big girl. I'll do that part. And then you do everything else, including making my gums bleed with that little scraper pick thing. And they're like, oh yeah, that's no problem. And so they notated in my chart, don't floss her, she'll, do it later. And now every time I go, they know not to floss my teeth. And it's a breeze. And I wouldn't say I thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, it's a nice feeling to have, your teeth actually polished with the little buzzer thing. But it's also nice to not have to worry about my gums being incredibly sore and itchy and swollen for the next 2 days. Because that's what happens, and I don't know why. Because it doesn't happen when I floss my teeth, but I think it's because I know when to stop. Like, I know when I reach the top of my gum that hey, that's good. But maybe because they don't realize, hey, we're getting into the nasal cavities, that's when I stop. Like, I don't know what it is, but yeah, now it's not so bad. Anyway, back to my story. Alora and I were sitting on the couch at the dentist office waiting for our turn. We were scrolling and we found something called a saddle box. I don't know. Of course, Big Brother, whoever listens to your phone, they know everything about you. So later on when you log off, you'll probably be scrolling, and since I'm talking about this now, you'll probably see this ad. But everyone on the internet knows now that we have a horse because of just talking about it, searching things. So now all of my ads, my personalized ads on my feed, are horse-related things. And one of them is, that it's called Chewy or Bark Box, or there's a bunch of different animal pet subscription boxes that if you sign up for this, they'll send you quarterly. You can customize it if you have a hard chewer or a small little pet that has a soft chew, and they put together these little boxes for you. They even do it with makeup. There's a subscription for everything. So anyway, we're sitting there and I'm scrolling, just passing the time. Her and I are kind of looking at funny videos. I'm going to look it up to make sure that I'm not saying the wrong thing here. But it's something called, give me a second, because I just got the shipping notification. I want to say it's called Saddle Box. Let me just look it up. No, that's not it. I'm just going to Google horse. Where is it? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, it's the subscription box for horses. And so Laura saw it. She was like, can we do that? So I click it and I was like, it's probably kind of scammy. It's not scammy. It's actually pretty cool. And so they had a promo code and everything. It turned out to be $29. And you get this box and it's got you could get treats or a brush, or it showed an example of what comes in it. You don't actually know. But I thought it was pretty cool because they sometimes put in a golden ticket, and I don't know how often because I don't really know much about this company, but they put in a golden ticket for some very few box winners for a customized saddle, and they show these girls on their website with their actual golden ticket with their customized saddle. And I thought it was a pretty neat concept. And Laura was like, I need this. I need this for my horse. So, needless to say, we have a box for electric coming. What I liked about it is that it's not a recurring subscription. It's a one and done thing. I don't have to worry about 4 months from now a box arriving and I totally forgot to cancel it, because sometimes those things happen. But this is a one purchase kit. Yeah. Everyone's asking. I'm going to have to find it. I have 4 different emails and I don't know which one I signed up for. Oh yeah, it's Saddlebox. Did I say that? I'm pretty sure I did. Saddle box. I don't know what I said. Horse box? Saddle box? It's saddle box. Saddle box on one word. I'm not affiliated. I'm not sponsored. I just thought it was a cool concept. So yeah, lesson learned. We're not going to be scrolling with Alora. Well, we probably will. Let's be real. She's always right here. Yeah, a lot of you people do that for your dogs. That's pretty cool. If you've done saddle box, I'd love to know. I'm going to tell Jamie about it. I haven't had a chance to tell Jamie about it. And Bree. Speaking of Bree and Jamie, I think we're going to plan a girls' trip, all three of us. I threw something out there, and both of them, I was going to say all three of them, both of them confirmed that they would be down to do this. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to kidnap these ladies, and we're going to go do something, and I think it's going to be fun. So hopefully we get to do that soon. Videoing birds falling out of trees? No, but I have heard that iguanas are falling out of trees in Florida. Did you know that? Did you know that in Florida, when temperatures drop, iguanas fall out of the sky? Yeah, that's a thing. So I don't think they die. I think they just get like frozen paralysis, and they may die when they hit the ground. I'm not sure. But I think they're just like almost in like a hibernation state. So there's like a warning where you have to be careful if you're walking outside in Florida. You may be hit in the head with a falling iguana. Oh, what? I thought I had problems here in Texas. I guess I'm going to count my blessings. We don't have falling iguanas. Thank God. So that's what happens when they fall asleep. They sleep and fall too. Not just when they not just when they freeze. Like they can just sleep and fall. Okay. All right. Okay, learned something new today. I was making some notes about just things I wanted to talk about. But Electra, yeah, she's doing really good. She's settling in nicely. I was telling Bree I have not seen her sleep yet. How they lay down. Fun fact, horses lay down to sleep. They have to. That's where they get their REM sleep. And normally they get their REM sleep when they sleep sitting or laying down for like, they only need to do it for like 1 or 2 hours max every day. They just need to lay down for 1 to 2 hours a day, and that's how they get their REM sleep. Then they can do a standing type of sleep where they lock their joints and they have like a light rest, but it's not their deep sleep that they actually need to like recuperate their muscles and things. I hadn't seen Electra actually lay down because she hasn't been using her stall other than to eat. And Bree showed me a picture the other day of her and Barbie laying down side by side where the fence is, and then Tigger was just standing. And I think she posted it to Facebook too. But I was so happy to see, I'm sure she does lay down. I just never catch it. I never get to see her do that. So she was like, look, Tigger's watching over his girls. And it was so cute because he was standing there. He was standing by the fence while the two ladies were laying down napping. And I thought that was so sweet. But yeah, Electra's doing really good. And Alora rides her every day, without fail, in the freezing temperatures. She went out and rode today, and it was cold, and I was bundled up. I actually have my snow bib still that I have unzipped and just rolled down right now because I was outside in my snow gear because I'm telling y'all I don't like to be cold. But yeah, so she rides, and I think Electra, she's doing really good. So, and Alora's super happy, very happy. I have not yet gotten on Electra, so one day we'll see. Let's see if that works. Why does Jamie call me Steve? So Jamie this all started when Jamie got kicked in the mouth by Rita. Jamie had a horrible horse accident. She got kicked in the mouth, and she was having some dental work and mouth issues. So she was talking to text. And at one point she had like temporary bridge in or something. While they were fixing her teeth, and she had a lisp, I want to say, or she had difficulty talking with her teeth. And when she was talking to text, instead of Steph, it was Steve that came out. And so that's how that worked out. It stuck. It was Steve, and Bree was Brian. So sometimes she'll call, if you see Steve and Brian, it's normally me and Bree. But yeah, so now it's just Steve. And I love it. It took Buddy a long time to accept that he was married to Steve. I was getting packages in the mail and like letters and cards from you guys, and it would say to Buddy and Steve. And it was just fun. I found it like hilarious because he was like, Buddy and Steve. It took him a minute to really be good with Buddy and Steve, but he loves it now. I mean, I don't know if he loves it. I love it. I've always loved it. But he's come to terms that he's married to Steve. So now I'm Steve for the rest of eternity. So if you see Steve, that's me. Okay. Yes. Courtney and Ashley in their horse rescue, they're going to be doing some different things. I know she posted something. It was very long. They're going to be rehoming. Just hold on. Hold on a second. They're going to be rehoming a lot of their rescue horses because they're going to be doing some transformations with their rescue. So yeah, if you know anyone in the greater Houston, Texas area that is looking for a really great rescue, send them to the Twisted Critter page. I'm tempted myself. So I love Pongo. And if you watch back whenever me and Jamie went, I fell in love with Blue, which rest in peace, Blue. He died. And I hate that. I hate that he got sick. But Pongo has one eye. He's a Palomino, and he had his eye removed. And I love him. The thing about the Twisted Critters horses is that everyone has a thing. Like pretty much everyone that they rescue has a special need, like special diet, a disability, so anyone who rescues a horse, like even Electra, she was passed over 8 times because her ears and her eyes, there's nothing wrong with her eyes. Her eyes are just, sometimes her eyes are precious, but her ears are frostbitten. And they're puffy, and they kind of look a little Eeyore-y sometimes. But she's not perfect, but that's okay. Anyway, that's the story for pretty much all of Courtney and Ashley's horses. So it's going to take a special family to adopt a lot of their horses. So some of them are just going to be pasture mates. I keep saying, is Buddy a teacher? He's not a teacher. I'll get to Buddy in a second. But so yeah, if you know of anyone who is looking for a horse, or just wants to take in a really good pasture companion, send them to Twisted Critters. I do want another horse, and I told Jamie and Bree that I feel like I've gotten bitten by a horse bug, because a lot of times I'll just be looking at like horse ads and Texas horses, and I don't know. I just want one day for me and Laura to just ride together. I told you guys this, so we'll see. Yeah, Pistol Pete was adorable. Back to Buddy. Back to answering your questions. I'm trying to talk and also read at the same time. Buddy is in IT. He's in IT. He's over the entire district that he works for. He's the director of IT for the school district. So he works for a school district, but he's not a teacher. He's a really good teacher. He's very patient, but he's not by profession a teacher. Fun fact though, in his district, they do something called, I think it's still called Gears, where students can pick an elective to be a gear student, and they go to work. They don't get paid, but it's part of their class to go to like administration or technology or the warehouse or child nutrition, but they work under the professionals of the district, and those professionals of the district teach those children how technology works in the district and how to repair Chromebooks and how to install printers and do basic troubleshooting things so that when they graduate, they could actually immediately apply for an entry-level school IT job. And Buddy has hired a couple of his Gears kids, and they have graduated and come back to work for him in the technology industry. And then they've gotten their bachelor's and master's and moved up to network admins. And it's been a really cool thing to see, because Buddy is a really good teacher when it comes to that kind of stuff, and he's super patient. So kudos to him with that. I think it's a pretty neat program they have. So speaking of the cold, I feel like I've broken a law. I think I've done something illegal. I slept with socks on last night. I never sleep with, I don't like having anything on my feet. In general, I'll be in flip-flops for the most part. I'm not a sock. I don't really enjoy wearing socks. But what, future hackers and scammers, get out of here. Get out of here. Lester. I don't wear socks on my feet, and I put them on last night in bed, and it felt illegal. It felt weird, and I had to. I could not get warm. And I really do think that I need to get my blood work done, because my fingers are cold, my feet are cold, my nose is cold. I have my heater on. If I told you what the temperature was in my house right now, it's criminal. It's criminal. I cannot get warm. I think I need blood work done. It's probably hormonal. It's probably, premenopausal. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Speaking of premenopausal, yeah, I've heard thyroid. It might be my thyroid, or it might be my iron. I don't know. I need to go get that checked out. Maybe. I know, sleeping in socks is crazy. It felt like I was breaking some sort of law. Can we talk about something serious real quick? Like, I hate to take it to a serious point, but I feel like, and maybe Jamie will hop on later, I don't know, and give her 2 cents. I feel like the older I get, and when I was younger, 20s, even my early 30s. Oh, wait a minute. How do I get you here? Hold on.
You did it.
Did I do it all by myself? You're here.
You didn't even need me. I'm out here doing farm chores, and it's taking a little longer than planned. And I was like, I'll join for just a few minutes from here.
Oh, how long have you been there? How long have you been waiting? Just now?
Yeah, just now.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're here.
Hey, y'all.
Say hi, Jamie. So I do have a guest, see? I didn't lie. I said I might have a guest. I might not. Ooh, show me your stables.
It looks like the Green Mile a little bit.
Oh, but it's gorgeous. I love that. I love that.
Blanketed up and eating.
Yeah.
Don't look at the poop. I haven't cleaned yet, but
I'm not looking.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Your blankets are the cutest.
I cleaned their hooves today, and they spent a little bit more time in the stalls than normal. So, they got a little messy, and then they got hungry. So here we are.
Oh yeah! Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Well, you look beautiful.
Gummy bear. We have a gummy bear to match.
Electra
as well. Ivy and Electra match.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. They're all dirty. They're ready. Tomorrow is blanket removal for hopefully
a while.
Few days. Yeah.
Right? I know. I'm so looking forward to that.
Yeah, I know.
Jamie, Do you ever sleep in socks?
No, God, no.
I know, right? I did last night. It felt weird. I had to. I was so cold.
So funny story. I went to bed with socks last night because I also was so cold. But like an hour in, I was like, nope.
You take them off in the middle of the night. I woke up, they were off. At some point, I like cricket myself or whatever those grasshoppers do to like chirp. I did that in the middle of the night and my socks were removed in the morning somehow and tangled up in my blankets. But I went to bed with socks.
Do people sleep in socks?
I think some people do, but I never do. And I had to last night.
I had to go to bed with them because I was that cold, like all my body parts, so I just could not get warm. But it was an hour in bed, and I finally was like, no, I can't. It's too constrictive. I feel in prison, so they must come off.
I know. Yeah, and Buddy's not here, so I can't like put my feet up on his lower back and like warm them up because I know he loves that, you know.
Right. Yeah, Lester was at the JL with Lex, and I was like, well, I mean, there's a couple cats in bed, but they weren't cutting it. They wanted to be between my legs and my armpits and everywhere else. I'm like, this is no good.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad that you hopped on.
How long is Buddy gone?
He's gone until Wednesday.
Okay.
So a few more days, and I'll be
Not
fine.
bad.
I'm gonna make it. I'm actually drinking a glass of wine.
Oh, you're gonna sleep so good tonight. It's gonna be the best sleep ever, and all your parts will be warm because of said wine.
I know.
Warming from the inside. That's how we do it with horses, except for horses have hay. You just use red wine. It's fine.
Yeah. Maybe I need to eat some corn.
Hey, not a bad idea. I have a new addiction to like a street corn, like roast it in the skillet, a little sriracha, a little mayo, a little feta. And then someone had the nerve to crush up hot Cheetos on top of it. Let me just tell you what, Steph.
Is it good?
It's amazing. I don't know. I don't even like hot Cheetos. I can't eat hot Cheetos. But to crumble them up on top of the street corn and then to eat them eat that like a dip instead of just like with a fork, forget it. I don't need anything else in life. I'll just give me all the carbs. It's fine.
Here's my problem. I'll feel it the next day. I will pay for it.
It's okay. It's fine. By the way, did you know it's a full moon tonight?
I did know that. Well, I saw that last night too. It was pretty big.
Yeah. So if you're feeling it or the animals are feeling it, that's probably why.
It might explain a lot. For me too, because I was about to have a real life conversation right before you got in about Huh?
I said, oh, I ruined it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I was going to ask your opinion too. Like, as we get older, because it wasn't like this when I was younger, in my 20s and early 30s, I tended to see a lot of older women be super cynical. And I was like, I don't want it. Why are we so angry right now? Like, what is so angry? I'm finding that I'm like, okay, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, wait a minute, I'm a little cynical. And
that is a hormone
I know.
You're lacking.
I know. I think I have to go to the doctor because I'm like, what is happening? I'm finding myself with less patience for people. I'm less tolerant of the bullshit. And I told myself, I don't want to be a cynical person. I don't want to be a negative Nancy. You know, I just want to be. And I saw that earlier in life. And then I was like, I'm not going to be that. And now I'm like, get off my lawn. You know, like, what's happening here?
It's the We Do Not Care Club. It's we do not care that you don't have the perfect snacks in the cabinet. There's plenty to eat and you didn't get exactly what you wanted. We do not care that the socks that you wanted had Nike on them and that you can't find any of them. We do not care. Like all of those things. Don't care anymore. It's in real life. As we're younger women, we have a lot of estrogen in us, and that allows us to be this caring, doting, people-pleasing, loving, I'll take care of everything, bring it to me woman. And then later, Mother Nature says, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and you're done with that. You don't need that anymore. I will grant you all of the We Do Not Care Anymore club.
Yeah.
However, it really jacks with you in so many ways.
Yeah.
So many ways. You're just like on the tip of it. I'm guessing like the tip of it. Wait till you have a hot flash while you don't care. Then you
Yeah.
really don't care, and you
Then
really
I'm
will
really
say, "Get
angry.
off my lawn." Really.
No, yeah. I need to, I need to, maybe I just need to do more yoga or touch grass more, and I feel like I have those hobbies where I'm just going to be like, and I take myself out of those spaces where, I remove myself from the news and the social media and I can scroll on by. But when I'm triggered and I'm triggered bigly and I have big feelings about it, and then I have no problems recently speaking my mind about it. Where before I had a pretty good filter. And now I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care if I hurt your feelings. And I'm sad about that a little bit.
It is an awakening. It is an awakening because it's your whole life, or my whole life at least, you take care of people and you're accommodating and you're flexible and collaborative and all these things, and all of a sudden one day you're like, I don't give a crap about what you want to do today. In fact, like this is what I want to do today. And I don't know if it's like God decided like we need you to care for long enough, we'll put it all in there, but you're gonna spend it, and then when it's gone, and you're on your own, folks. Like everybody, you better make everybody love you before you turn 40, because after 40 you might become hard to love a little.
Yeah. And that's what I saw in my 20s. It was like, I don't want to be hard to love. I want to continue to be loving and love others. But there's this like gremlin inside me right now that's like raging. And I'm like, who are you? Who's this rage monster that's been birthed after 40? That I'm just like, what is going on? What is this suppressed? What is this suppressed rage?
Yeah, it's been building up for years.
That's what it is.
I'm sure of it.
I'm sure there's a pill out there for it or something.
I don't know that it gives you your I'm going to call it your give a damn. I don't know if your give a damn comes back. I don't know about that. But other things might. Not sure.
Oh, well. Yeah. Maybe I just need therapy.
Or sunshine.
Or people are suggesting a moo-moo. I mean,
there ain't nothing wrong with a moo-moo. I'm sorry, I'm dragging up my hose and it's dark. We have to lay it straight so that when it freezes, it doesn't freeze curved.
Wow.
Nobody likes things curved, You gotta make sure that you don't have nothing crooked. You just want it to keep straight.
Straight and narrow.
Yep.
Well, if you need to hop off. You've given me a good therapy sesh, and I don't want to keep you.
I will let y'all go. I'm going to let these horses out, and it's probably going to get pretty wild. So I love you, and I hope that your wine helps you care more tonight.
Oh, I will. I'll be caring so much.
All right.
Or maybe not at all. Who knows?
Or not. It's fine.
Who cares?
Have a good night, y'all.
Bye, Jamie. Anyway, so yeah. Thank you, Jamie, for joining. And thank you, Lester, for your suggestions. I think I saw one or two, and I'll take that into consideration. All right. I love her. I love Jamie so much, and Lester as well. But yeah, so I was actually talking to Jamie about this earlier, and on a serious note, it is strange that looking back on my thoughts, I can vividly remember thinking about there's just a certain person that comes to mind, and I'm not going to, no one in my family, but I can remember thinking like, dang, I don't want to be like an old mean granny, I don't think I will, but I can tell my fuse has shortened in these last maybe 5 years. And I just don't have room for it in my heart. I don't know. So that's just a real life reflection. I'm just reflecting with you guys on my real life feelings. Because we're real life people. And those are my real life struggles about that. So Yeah. I missed his suggestions. Yeah. I think he said something about gummies, judging by the chat. Wait until you're 70 and then your perspective changes again. So I would love to know about that perspective. I would love to know how it changes again. And maybe it'll switch back off and you become loving again. Maybe that's when sweet grandma comes back. And then they don't care and they just want to spoil. And I'd be fine with that too. But it's probably hormonal. It's probably hormonal, if I had to guess. Yeah. And I wonder if men go through that too, or if it's just ladies that get cranky. Because I don't really know. I think men are pretty even keel. I mean, they'll have like testosterone drops and stuff like that, but if the estrogen and progesterone tie into how your moods are, and we just all of a sudden just drop those, if that has something to do with our crankiness level. Because I think some men are just born cranky. They're just some mean old men. You know, but for the most part, I think dudes are probably pretty even kill. You know, like they're just, I don't know, even keel. I didn't mean, yeah. So, shower thoughts, as we're flip-flopping. I had a shower thought today and about the weather. And for some reason in my brain, I could not think. Do you know the phrase, it feels a bit nipply outside? And then I thought, nipply is not the word. It's not nipply outside. It's nippy. And then I panicked a little bit because I wonder if I've been saying it's nipply outside with a P and like nipple, like nipply. That's what I thought about in the shower today. I just want to let you know. A little peek inside Steph's brain. It's definitely nippy. It's not nipply. I guess it could be if we're talking about nipples. But the phrase is, and I Googled it, nippy, as in cold, as in Jack Frost. Oh, it is nipply? No, because I looked it up, and maybe we've been saying it wrong this whole time. I guess you could say it's nipply. And sometimes when it is nipply, you can tell it's nipply because of how cold it is. It's both. It can be both. Cheers to that. It's a bit nipple out. Like, I'm so glad I didn't take a drink when I read that. Oh my goodness. Tonight's fun. Tonight has been a good night. I'm so glad that I'm doing this. Before I have to jump off in a little bit, I have to show you about my latest pottery creation. And I don't know if it's going to turn out. And if it does turn out, I would love to show you how I did it. Because I had this like vision of what I wanted to do. Didn't really have an inspiration for it other than previous purchases. Let me just show you one part of it. And then you can tell me first if you think you know what this is going to be. Let's see. Okay, here's one part of it. It has a hole in the top. Okay, so, and then there's this. And maybe one of these. Do we know yet? Oh, but then we've also got this. Okay, here is my vision. Okay, stay with me. So I've made 6 of these. Well, I've actually made more because if it does work out, then I'll have enough to make. Yes, Yes, I see them. You're guessing it. It's a wind chime. So in my brain, I thought I could make these little ceramic, and have to be careful because they're not fired yet. This is like just raw clay that's dried. So the thing is that this will go in here, right? There's a little pin. I made two different types. So I have this one that has like a fireproof pin. It's like a high fire pin. But then also I made these little beads just so I can play around to see which one I like more to hang. But basically the string will go through the top and hang the little bead, and then also a string will grab it here and then go through the top of this, and then they'll all gather on top of this, like kind of pulled together. And then the string will tie on this that will hang on a branch or a hook or whatever. So I'll have, you know, all the little things. So yeah, I made that. And I'm waiting for my kiln that has other glazed items in it right now. And I actually hope that it turned off, because it needs to be turned off by now. I have some glazed items that I'm gonna record me unpacking. And once those are done, I'm gonna put these items in there that I've been working on. So it's a brand new thing that I'm gonna try out. It's called the clapper. I don't know what we're referring to, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm making wind chimes, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool because I love wind chimes. And so if I make my own, then I can have wind chimes everywhere. I also made this. I'm in real estate, guys, and I thought, if I ever sell a house again, which I'm sure I will, I love to give housewarming gifts to my clients. So when we sell a house, we sell property or whatever, I'll give them a gift basket, because of course one more thing they need to unpack is a basket full of like pasta sauce and spaghetti and a bottle of wine. I give it to them anyway. But then I thought, as a real estate agent, it would be kind of cool if part of that little gift, that housewarming gift, I could put in something that I made for them. So I experimented and I made a little home that I'll pour a candle in. So it's a house candle. Anyway, I thought it was pretty cute. It was a little, I'm experimenting. I'm just experimenting. I don't have a plan when I sit down and I mess with the clay. What do I want to try to make today? And I made a house candle holder. So I'll fire that one as well tomorrow. And fingers crossed it doesn't crack. Sometimes they crack after you put it in the fire after you've worked on it forever. But anyway, those are some things I've been working on. And I'm excited about it. So, and then of course I've got a lot of Valentine's stuff. And I hope I can get them finished in time to actually put on the website, on the shop, before Valentine's actually comes around. And if I miss it, I miss the deadline, then I'll just have heart-shaped things you can buy at any time. So anyway, yeah, I've got a few things. I'm actually, now that the holidays are over, gifts have been given, the horse is here, I'm slowly making my way back into doing stuff that I can like mindlessly do. And this year we're going to do a little bit different with our garden. So I haven't started seeds yet. I will be starting some seeds, but the garden's not going to be as big. I'm going to scale back because my resolution, and I say it's my resolution, it's not really a resolution, but my New Year's thing is that I want to finish things that I've started from years past. I have a problem, y'all, and you know this about me. I see something, I'm like, oh, I want to do that. And then I do it to death. And I love doing them, and I love going back to do them, but I have a lot of unfinished things. I need to finish them. I need to make it a priority to finish unfinished things. So this year, that's my goal. And I reward myself by doing pottery and doing things that I'm into right now. When I like set goals and I time block, I'm like, okay, well, this thing that I really need to do, I'm going to do that. And then afterwards, I'll do pottery for a little bit. And I think it's going to help me with my burnout because I tend to burn out. But I'm actually, so I don't think I've ever talked about this. I have 5 more minutes with you guys. I don't think I've ever told you guys this. But I wrote a book. I wrote a 30 chapter book. And this is how bad I am about stepping away from things. I have 1 chapter left. I have the ending, and I have avoided writing this ending for a year. Buddy knows about it. It's like, I can't even tell you how many pages long this book is. And all I have is 1 chapter. And it's like a degree. All you have is 1 more credit. Why you could get your bachelor's degree, you only have 1 credit, take the class. I need to do it. I just need to bite the bullet, sit down and finish it. I have writer's block. I'll blame it on writer's block. But instead of writing the chapter, I'm like, I can make wind chimes. So yeah, I mean, this is my year, y'all. I have to sit down and I have to finish all the things that I have started. And I'm going to feel really good about it after I finish it, I think. And here's my problem too, with books. And I think we've talked about, and I've told Buddy this. So I started reading some books that Buddy loves. I wanted to read his favorite books. His favorite books is the Dark Tower series that Stephen King wrote. Buddy and I have very different genres of books. But you know, we've been married. This is going to be our 15th year to be married. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something that he loves. And I want to get to know, I just want to read what he likes and enjoys, just to kind of see what it's all about, you know. To be fair, he read 1 chapter of one of my books that I enjoy, and he was like, this is trash. I made it to like book 4 or 5 of the Dark Tower series, and I know what's gonna happen, and I stopped reading it because if I stop reading now, they don't die. In my brain, they're still alive. And I do that, and it's a flaw of mine where I will just not go there to avoid the disappointment. Character flaw in myself. So I think that's a little bit of why maybe I can't write this last chapter, because if I don't write the last chapter, everything's okay. And in my brain, they're happily ever after. And maybe I should write it that way, but then it would not be good, I don't think. And then I spiral. And yeah, that's where my brain's at. So I have a lot of tabs open up. I have a lot of tabs going on. I just need to exit out of the tabs, close them all out, start fresh. But God bless Buddy though. He puts up with me. He just lets me live my crazy life. And he's like, it's okay. You're doing good. He's so supportive. I know, plan a sequel. I even thought about it. I even thought about, should I split this into 2? But then I've heard from my aunt, who is a very good author and wrote the book, The Seer, and other things that I've researched, that your first novel probably shouldn't be a sequel. I don't know. Maybe it'll end up being a sequel. It will definitely be a cliffhanger. So whether or not there's another one, I should make a list. Maybe by the end of February, I'll make a goal. By the end of February, I'll write the chapter. Will y'all hold me accountable? What kind of book am I writing? So it is, how do I put this? It's a historical, not historical, what? No. It's almost like a criminal mystery because I love true crime. It's like true crime-esque, but not true. It's fictional crime based, but also romance and captors and spicy. So if I ever publish it, you probably won't know it's me. Let's just say that, like, to be transparent. It'll probably be under a pen name, but I think it's good. I don't know. I love true crime. I like spicy books. That's my genre too. I also like, but he doesn't do the romance. He doesn't do the spicy. He does more, Stephen King and Dune and sci-fi and Please Be Steve. My pen name is going to be Steve. Maybe it'll be Steve. Maybe I'll drop some hints. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But maybe by February I'll write the last chapter. I have to. We have to find out what happens. I have to know. I've replayed the last chapter in my head a million times how I want it to end. Why a pen name, Jen? Well, if you wrote this book, or if you read it, you'd be like, oh, okay, Steve. All right, Steve. My real estate license is in Texas. It's not, so it's a state license. I'm reading some comments as we go. Sci-fi is fun. Yeah, sci-fi is fun. But my book genre is not sci-fi. For the most part. It's kind of there's some fantasy stuff in there, like not fantasy where, I don't know how to explain it. I like a lot of things. I liked the Stephen King Dark Tower up until a point where I was like, no, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. So we're just gonna not read it anymore. I don't do it. I don't do horror. I don't do gore. Yeah. So some of the Stephen King stuff, if it's kind of mind bendy and plays with your psyche, I can do that. I don't like the scary stuff, which I think, well, Buddy can't wrap his head around it. He's like, why can't you watch scary movies, but you can fall asleep to a Ted Bundy documentary? I don't know. I don't know why. It's not that I find comfort in watching murder shows. I don't know what it is. I just don't like scary movies. I like real life scary things, I guess. Not that I like it, but I find it interesting. I love you guys. I love your suggestions of my pen name. Maybe we'll do a pen name, and then one day, a new author will pop up, and it'll be, I don't know, an author that you'll be like, who's that? That's different. Paranormal, yeah. Some people can't do paranormal. I don't like the paranormals either. The movies anyway. I mean, I don't know. It's just that kind of stuff. I'm not into that. There's a place for it. People love it. Caden and Buddy love horror movies. Caden loved horror movies as a little kid, and I'm like, there's something wrong with you. But some people love that genre, just not for me. But y'all, I could talk about this for a long time. It's 7:00. I've got to go to Cooking with Dan and Lou, and this has been so fun. I'm so glad. I didn't even finish my wine. I'm gonna come back and finish it later. I'm gonna head up to Cooking with Dan and Lou. Hold me accountable. Ask me next Sunday, have I started on my chapter yet? I've got to finish it. I've got to finish my stuff this year. We're going to make it happen. You're going to help me out. Okay. I will catch you guys on the next one. You guys stay warm. Thank you for joining me. See you guys later.